Logically, I'm the one, not the 2, 3. Mine's so good, I be moving stress-free. Every time I drop, you won't have a think piece. Never forcing no vibe, I'm just doing me. They be like, where you from? The Bury. Got my own sauce, in control of my story. Walk through like a boss, I ain't worried. Haitian girl, name Neff. What a dream. It's your girl Neff from the bar, and we back with another episode. This is episode number 70, y'all. We are in the 70s. OMG, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy to be here. I'm on the road to 100, and it's all by myself. I'm just talking to myself. I'm literally just talking to me and talking to those who fuck with me. And I can't believe I'm really in the 70s. Y'all really been rocking out with me for the past 3 years now, and I'm in a new location. This is so amazing. Like, I feel so great. Oh my God, like, it feels so amazing to be in the 70s now. Like, I'm really taking myself serious. Like, yeah, what's up? It's Divine Nine. Yeah. And y'all might be wondering, where is she getting this Divine Nine from? Divine Nine, that's like a name that I call like it's like an alter ego, like my higher self type of thing. Like, I got 9 letters in my actual name. My name is Neffsily. It got 9 letters, and then my nickname is Neff, and that is literally the number 9 in Haitian Creole. When you count down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Neff is literally 9, and I'm like, okay, period. My name is Divine 9, like, and I'm debating on changing that to my rapper name because I really like how Divine 9 really sound. Because I've been saying Divine 9 in my music, and I just been getting it off and just seeing how it sounds, and it sounds really amazing. Like, it really do, and I like Neff from the bar. Yeah, it's Neff from the bar. If you don't put in that work, then you might as well be sleeping. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I like Divine Line, so I just be doing nicknames to myself and stuff, just giving myself names and stuff. I got my nails done. I don't know if y'all can see, it's really cute. Janaya did my nails, period. She always does them, and she's always on point with them. And we are still in the heart chakra. I am healing my heart chakra part 2. And we're going to get into it with the book. Excuse me. Alright, so the heart chakra is all about being connected with yourself as well as cultivating joy, self-love, and compassion. The following meditations, crystal techniques, essential oil applications, and yoga postures will help you connect with what you may be holding in this chakra. Most importantly, they should help you initiate connection with this energy vortex within you so you may open the wisdom that it holds. Alright, and then the rest is about the meditations and about the yogas and the essential oils and, other tips. You can always do that for yourself as far as research. Because that's it that we have for the book, the Chakra Healing book. And now let's get right into the questions. Alright, question number 1. When was the last time you enjoyed time by yourself, and what did you do? The last time I enjoyed time by myself, I was in my car smoking, making music. Literally, that was like in the beginning of the year during the winter time. Before things got hectic, it was really calm, very calm, cool, collective vibes, and I was just, there getting into it with the lyrics and just getting my mind in a place of creativity where I can just dump these super dope lyrics out to this super dope beats that I found on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube University, because YouTube got everything you need, especially when it comes to beats. And I just be doing my homework on there. I just be doing me, and I just love the vibes that I created in the car. So I really like doing that. I be alone in my car. I be alone in my car a lot, so that's where I be at and stuff like that. So yeah. Question number 2. What happened the last time you cared too much about another's feelings and ignored your own? Okay, the last time this happened for real was this guy that I was talking to, and he didn't care about my feelings, and I just acted like everything was fine and still was hanging out, being around, and I just should have knew that I should just knew that my feelings told me to just separate myself and be in a place of healing, because being ignored is not a good feeling. It's really a shitty feeling, and that's not something that I would ever just do to someone unless I know that they deserve it for real, because then it comes back. Then you just know the BS that comes with that person, so you're not trying to, you know what I'm saying, be involved or whatever. But yeah, that was really the last time that happened for real, where I really ignored my shit all the way. Number 3, when was the last time you felt love for someone you barely knew, and why did you feel this way? The last time I felt love for someone I barely knew was this guy that I was talking to. And I felt this way because he made music, and it was like something that I felt connected to at the time, and I felt like communicating through music is something that's very deep and spiritual and very like in tune with yourself. Especially now that I'm making music, like I'm learning to try to communicate my feelings that I have for people and for myself, and just letting it be known this is how I feel, and just getting it off, if that makes sense. So I felt that way just based off music. Music is a really, really, really deep connection for me. If we can communicate with music, I feel like we're soulmates. I feel like we're people that need to be around each other, and that understand each other's frequency, that understand each other's energy, and that's just where I'm at with that. Question number 4: where were you when you felt the most secure? So where were you? Where are you when you feel the most secure? Oh, I am at my peak in me. Like I'm always like in my car thinking about who I want to be and how I want to show up. So I'm always in that higher self thinking when I feel the most secure, especially when it comes down to me knowing the kind of woman I want to be and show up as, and you know what I'm saying, just have that kind of connection with myself, feeling the most secure. Like my higher self is definitely something that I feel the most secure when I am in that way of thinking. Question number 5: what were you doing the last time you felt you had a real purpose? Literally doing this. Making my podcast episodes make me feel like I have a purpose, makes me feel like I have a desire, a passion in this life that is deserving to be seen and heard by people who want to connect, who want to interact, who feel that I'm deserving of having a platform, and who have devoted supporters who genuinely care about the things that I display and that I allow y'all to hear. And I feel like I'm very open on here too, especially now that I've just been talking about my chakras. I feel like I've been very open, and I feel like it's really nice to know that I'm talking about myself, honestly. Feels really nice because I'm getting used to it now. Question number 6: what causes your heart to race in a good way? Making music, like coming on my way to the studio. I'd be so nervous, but I'd be so happy because I know I'm about to be producing a new song that I know that I'm gonna enjoy, that's in my circle of music that I like to play, because I love to play my music all the time. And it feels really nice knowing that I'm in my own world, listening to my own music. It makes me feel really nice. Like listening to my own music makes me feel so validated and so vindicated in the things that I like to do and the things I like to say. They're all in one arsenal. Like they're one song. When you click play, it's like, oh, this is amazing. I love it. All right, question number 7. With whom are you the most loyal? I'm not even gonna lie, I'm the most loyal to myself. Definitely the most loyal to myself, because I stand by me all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. Like, I can take accountability. I know how to take accountability, but I'm still going to stand beside me. I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to show out. I'm still going to
do the things that I need to do to make sure that I'm here, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, like, who else is going to stand by me the way that I am? So I don't expect that from nobody. I just expect myself to do that for myself. So, yeah. Number 8. With whom in your life do you think you should share your love for them more often? Myself, honestly speaking. Because being loyal to yourself is one thing, but like loving yourself correctly, loving yourself every day and showing up is a whole nother thing. And I definitely want to show myself that every day as much as I can, because me being 23, I'm realizing like you can't be expecting that from anyone. You got to expect that from yourself. You got to show up. You got to do the things you got to do that may be uncomfortable, but at least you still have the time for it. Like today, I'm recording a little later because I had to go to a practice because I'm doing step now again with the younger ladies, and it feels really nice to be around youthful kids and being around good energy, and we're just stepping and dancing and getting our shit off for real. And usually around that time I'll be here recording, but it's a little later, but I need to prioritize to come in and to get my episode across, because doing this episode is important to me. Doing these episodes are very important, and I prioritize that, and I make it something that I care about. So when it comes down to it, the love for myself really comes down to the things that I do in life and how I prepare it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like I was just running on. Question number 9. I'm talking about he. Nah, cause like, girl, please, we ain't doing all that. He. Want to hit that fucking MJ note so bad. Want to be MJ so bad. 829. That's the line. All right. So question number 9. What happened the last time you felt something pulled on your heartstrings? Oh my gosh. Literally on my heartstrings. I don't really know for real. I can't really think of nothing like on some real like, I feel like just making music. I feel like making music really pulls on my heartstrings, because I just be like, damn, like I'm really using my voice. I'm really using my voice as an instrument, and I'm just doing the best that I can to make a song. And I do it over and over again. Like I have the consistency within me to keep going the same way I do on this podcast. Question number 10. What movie always made you cry and why? I feel like it was that Fast and Furious movie where Paul Walker passed away. That shit always pulls on my heartstrings a lot. Like that shit be having me because it was just like, it was a very emotional time when it happened, and I remember just feeling so distraught, like, because you just don't want to hear somebody pass away in that way, but unfortunately that's just what happened. And with the movie incorporated into it, it was just like, oh nah, this is too much. But it is what it is. All right, so now we're on shadow work. Oh, and R.I.P. Paul Walker, talking about it is what it is. Girl, bye. R.I.P. Paul Walker. He was one of the greatest to do it as far as the Fast and Furious franchise. He is a staple. He is a monster menu. I'm gonna just say he's a staple because I'm dragging, but he's definitely a staple. He's definitely one of the pillars into the movie careers when it comes down to acting and being a part of action movies and things of that nature. Because I love the Fast and Furious franchise. I love them. I don't care. Oh, they keep making more. Please keep making more, because I'm going to keep watching them respectfully. And everybody else is too, because when y'all know how people be, y'all just won't be nosy. Facts. Alright, so this shadow work for this week is called The Cost of Being Seen. The cost of being seen. To bloom out loud is not just joyful, it's risky. And the risk is shaped by our lived experiences, traumas, inherited stories. The prompt invites you to name the cost you've internalized around visibility, and you can reclaim your expression on your own terms. Part 1. The first silence. Begin in stillness. Remember a moment early and recent when you had to learn it was safer to hide. When did I first learn to being fully myself, loud, strange, soft, expressive, was dangerous, embarrassing, or too much? I first learned that in elementary school because I was in school and I couldn't be myself at home, and I just needed to know how to be myself at school, and I learned how to do that. And I was always my loud self. I was always making jokes. I was always goofy. I was always around those people that I was comfortable with to be doing that. I wasn't just like that with everybody. I was only like that with those who I felt very comfortable with, who I felt like were my day ones. What happened, who was present, and what did I internalize from that moment? What happened was I was just having fun and being able to use the fact that I couldn't really be my full self at home as a way to escape, as a way to broadcast a version of me that deserved to live, that deserved to breathe, that deserved to be loved, that deserved to express and create and just be a person. And I internalized a lot. I internalized that it's my world and I can do as I please and I can just show up as myself and keep doing that. Because the more I keep showing up for myself, the more I'm going to bring in the things that belong to me instead of having it be this thing on the outskirts. So it'll just be this plain Jane, not plain Jane, but more so a simple way of attracting things that belong to me. Let it come out messy, non-linear, emotional. Okay. And I mean, I feel like I did my best. The rules that you swallowed. Now reflect. What unspoken rules did I inherit about expression? That I wasn't allowed to express my feelings if I was upset about something, or if I didn't agree with something, or if I had a question about something that really, really affected me, if that made sense. Like, I wasn't allowed to make it about me because it was never about me. It was always about something else. And then it got turned and misconstrued into this new problem. And that's where me arguing with teachers came in at, because I was always arguing with teachers because teachers had me fucked up all the time. And they thought that I was just going to sit there and just let them get whatever off. Like, nah, that's not what's going to happen. Yeah, don't be dramatic. Don't speak unless spoken to. Be likable. Don't stand out. Like, those are examples. Whose approval have I been chasing by staying small or palatable? It would be my mom. I was always chasing her approval. I was always chasing her validation and her love. I feel like just because there was times where she would always just show me that she did not like who I was and how I was doing things and who I was becoming, especially getting tattoos and being a stoner and being bisexual now. And now I got a podcast. I literally go to school for music now. Like, I do music. Like, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm a podcaster, and I just be doing my own thing. Like, so it's just be like things I've accepted within myself she is not accepted, and that's not my problem anymore because I'm 23 years old and I only have my life to live, especially being in the ward. I was in that bitch by myself. So therefore, I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure that I stand up for myself and stand beside myself and still put in that work with myself. What parts of me have I kept quiet, hidden, or compartmentalized in order to be accepted? So obviously, I hid my sexuality from people just because I just knew that it was just going to be this conversation that was going to be I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Just something different. I just tried my best to just avoid. That's just all I was doing. But knowing now, it's like I can't avoid it. And I don't want to avoid it anymore because I want to be free. I want to live my life. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy who I am. I want to enjoy the life that I'm creating. And I just want to be in a safe space within myself. And I want to move it. I want it to be everywhere I go. I'm just safe within myself, within my own identity, within who I believe, and just knowing that God got my back, respectfully. Yeah. All right. So the consequences of radiance. Now go deeper. What do I fear will happen if I let myself bloom fully out loud in a public color? I fear that people are going to just tell me to shut up and tell me that I'm doing too much, tell me that I'm not funny, or I just need to sit the fuck down, shut up somewhere, and just everything that my parents always told me and shit growing up. Who do I imagine will reject me? I feel like people who I feel that deserve to get to chance to get to know me, but obviously when it comes down to doing the whole judgment thing, it's like whatever. What's the worst case scenario my inner critics imagine? That I fall on my face and then I just look stupid, and every time I talk it's not going to be presented as this thing that makes sense, and people will just tell me just like, girl, please, like, we don't need to see you talk anymore, like, girl, we don't need you making music anymore, like, girl, we don't need you doing this, we don't need you doing that. But those are the things that I feel called to do. So it's just like, I don't know, I just be in that type of sense with myself. All right. And even if that happened, would it still be worthy? It still would be worthy because I just know where my heart is, and I just know where I would go in the creative realm, because I just know how to bring ideas, if that makes sense. I just like to bring ideas and execute them and do them in the best way that I can. Close by imagining a version of you that's fully expressed, loud, weird, and vibrant, radiant, and unapologetic, right from their perspective. Here's what I know is true about me, even if no one else agrees. What I know is true about me is that I am a kind hearted soul, and that I care deeply about a lot of things, and that I try my best to show up as a respectful human when it comes to interacting with anybody. Here's how I bloom when I'm not trying to be safe. I bloom when I'm not thinking about what the next nigga think, or what the next girl think, or what anybody else think. I just be showing up as myself and doing the best that I can, because that's all I got in this world. Because I know when I die, I'm gonna have these episodes to show who I am, to broadcast who Neff was, like, who was Neff from the bird, like, what was she talking about? Well, why was she talking about these things? Or, oh, I get her. I see why she cared about this, or I see why she cared about that. I just wanted to be displayed. I just deserve to have that displayed. That's really what it's about. It's really to try to showcase a side of me that I deserve to showcase. And that's how I feel about music. That's why I'm in school for music, because I just know that I deserve to have myself expressed in that way and just getting my shit off. Like, that's just how I see it. Here's who I become when I stop apologizing. I become a diva. I become a diva because then it's like, who is apologizing for anything? Because I'm just being myself. I'm just speaking my truth. I'm just letting it be known what it is that I'm comfortable with and what I'm not comfortable with. Like, I'm allowed to voice anything that I choose. I'm a grown ass woman, and I'm allowed to express it on my platform. And I'm allowed to get loud. I can get loud. or I can get quiet. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. I can just present it how I want to present it because it's my shit. Facts. All right. Well, that's the end of the shadow work. This is a great one. The fear, not the fear. The cost of being seen. All right, now we're back to the questions. Question number 11. What happened the last time you got jealous, and what was you trying to avoid from happening the last time? So I don't really get jealous because I know what everybody is deserving of what they're allowed to have in life. Like, I don't try to get jealous of anything because at the end of the day, I know what's for me and I know what's for that person, and I know that this is for me. So I can't look at somebody else's stuff and think that I'm deserving of what they have. Like, that's not what it is. Because if I'm not putting in that work to be where they're at, then who am I? You know what I mean? Because I'm putting in my work to put myself here, to put myself in a position where I'm able to circulate and create my own world and do the things that I need to do for myself. Question number 12. What can we do to emotionally support you? What can I do to emotionally support myself the next time I have a bad day? The next time I can emotionally support myself when I have a bad day is just by allowing myself to get rest, allowing myself to journal any feelings that I have that are deeply in my brain that I'm thinking, and just release it and just roll up, listen to some good music, listen to my music, and just smoke and just allow myself to just be in the present moment because I know it'll pass. Question number 13. What is your favorite charity and your emotional connection to it? Well, my favorite charity, I would say, is just giving money out to people who need it at the time when they ask me. People ask me for money a lot, and I try my best not to make it too consistent, but like, I have moments where I have helped, and I just felt called to help because it was just in that moment. But I try my best not to drag it because nobody is going to be Mrs. ATM thinking that I'm just going to be giving it out, because that's not what it is with me. Because, like, it's called having boundaries. It's called knowing what you want to do with your money. Like, it's your money. You do what the fuck you want to do with it. Question 14. When was the last time you fell asleep counting the people you loved, and why were you doing this? The last time I did this was probably in middle school on some real shit, because that's when I was realizing, like, a lot of people that I had on my heart, and I was always praying. It came from praying, because I was always praying for a lot of people. So it definitely came, I would say, from middle school. Like, because around high school, I started just praying for myself and my family more, especially since, things happened in high school that was unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're here now. Question 15. When was the last time you felt like you were a loner? I feel like that right now. I feel like I'm a loner because I don't really care to be in the mix. I care to be here making my podcast than to be out in the club drinking somewhere. Even though I would like to be in the club drinking, but I would like it where I'm in a position where I look cute, hair done, nails done, I got my fits, and we outside. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I see it. But when I'm in that bag, I be in that bag. But right now, I'm definitely in my loner bag, because that's just what life is telling me to do right now, so I can just lock in and focus on myself more. When did you do, question 16, what did you do the last time you truly pampered yourself? I would say for my 23rd birthday, when I went to Houston, I really pampered myself. I got me a house with a pool, and I got me my purple hair for my birthday, and I got my nails done. It was for my 23rd birthday. I got my hair done, and I had got these cute fits, and I was on TikTok doing my get readies with me's, and I was just feeling really nice. And I was like, I had got everything I wanted. I had Dave's Chicken. Dave's Chicken is so good. Like, I didn't realize they had it in Houston, but they definitely did have it. And yeah, that was really fun. Question 17. What was your most recent random act of kindness? My most recent random act of kindness was helping somebody on the street, a random person, helping them when they needed money, and I gave it to them, and they needed food, and I got them food as well. Yeah. Question 18. When was the last time you had a panic attack, and how did you get over it? So, I got over it through meds, because I feel like I had got a panic attack when I was going through what I was going through in the ward, and it was meds, I guess, that helped me. I don't know, but at the time, I would say meds for sure. Question 19. When was the last time you felt out of touch with who you are, and how did you get back on track? The last time I felt out of touch with who I was when I was in the ward. I felt very out of touch with myself because I didn't realize what the things that I was saying, doing, I wasn't being aware fully. Like, I was aware, but I wasn't aware, if that makes sense, because it just kept going. It just kept going. And what made me get back on track was starting on my chakras, getting myself this space to do what I need to do, and being on my Weirdo Collective app and doing my shadow work, and being able to work out and make my music and just stay focused, being in school. Like, I just know that I kept myself on a steady pace as far as staying consistent with my own regimen, if that makes sense. Question 20. What were you doing the last time you felt truly joyful? I guess riding to here, I felt truly joyful. I was listening to my music on my way to the studio to make a podcast episode for this week. Like, that is the cherry on top for me as far as ending the night off and doing what I need to do, because it feels amazing. It feels truly amazing. And that is the end of the episode. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay loving yourself and stay out the way. Be true to who you are. Stay consistent with whatever you feel that you feel called to do. Whatever you feel called to do, do it. It doesn't matter. If it's just only one person watching, 2 people watching, it doesn't matter. As long as you stay consistent as far as where you're at. Because I'm on episode 70 right now. I started this 3 years ago. I'm on episode 70, and I feel proud, and I feel safe enough in myself to know that I'm just going to keep going and keep doing what I need to do, because I know that I'm going to be at the right timing for myself. Thank you guys for listening again. Stay loving yourself and stay loving who you are as far as all phases of you. You got to understand, we have phases of who we are, and you got to love all your phases so that it can feel whole and feel safe and feel like it makes sense. Don't forget to check out my Instagrams, Twitters, and the TikToks. Don't forget to check out my LogicalMindz socials. Peace, love, and positivity. LogicalMindz.